La Liga Tots is here and the cards are looking amazing. I am joined here today by FUTWIZ JAMODO, who is the Australian FIFA pro, and he is going to be doing a tier list of pretty much the best cards in the pro tier all the way down to the worst cards in the low tier, the ones which you really don't want in your red picks. Now let's get straight into it. Well then guys, we're joined by FUTWIZ JAMODO. Jamie, how are we today, sir?
Good. Thanks for having me on. Good to be back.
It's good to have you on. What time is it over there in Australia right now?
It's actually only 10:25 p.m, so that's about, midday for me. Feeling good.
Cool, brilliant stuff, mate. So like I said before, we are going to be doing a Tots tier list of the new La Liga Tots cards which you dropped. There's some really good ones and there's some couple of stinky ones in there, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess they're stinky in comparison to the rest of the team. Like I watched the one you did with Jacob. It was a really good video. I enjoyed that. But yeah, I guess the way we're looking at these teams, like, they're all kind of good cards because they're team of the season cards, but I'm going to call them bottom tier. It's because they're bottom compared to the rest of the team, right?
Exactly, perfect. And we're going to get straight into it. We're going to start off with the lowest rated, work our way all the way up to the highest rated, and we're going to start off with D. Thomas, 90 rated, striker. What are we saying, Jamie?
Look, like I said, just because I'm going to put him in bottom tier for La Liga, I don't think is like bottom tier in kind of FIFA 22. Like, he's still 4-star, which is quite usable. If you look at his in-game stats, still has 90 agility, 87 balance for a striker. Obviously, pretty good. He has that pace and shooting as well. But, like I said, Denman, compared to the rest of the team, he will be bottom tier. Is that one when you get to your FUT Champs rewards, the red picks and everything? He's the one you want to avoid, so I'm going to have to start putting him in bottom tier.
He is indeed, and there might be a common theme here because we're going to move on to our next player, who's Munayin, left mid, 91 rated, who's quite a similar card to Thomas in terms of like how good he is, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of similar, and I think the way we're going to start this off, it's not just because they're the lowest rated or they're automatically the bottom tier, it's because I guess the kind of cards they are compared to the rest of the ones in the team. Munayin once again has 4-star skills and 4-star weak foot. However, he does have 99 agility and 99 balance, but is one of those cards, I think, at this stage in the game, there's a lot of similar cards to Munayin, especially when you compare him to other people, which we'll see soon in the team. He doesn't quite have like a 5-star weak foot or 5-star skills, so he'll be also going in the bottom tier. Don't shoot me, he's bottom tier for the Liga team.
Brilliant stuff. And I don't know how to say this next one's name, I'll be honest. Is it Araujo? I mean, back from Barcelona.
I've been saying Araujo on stream, but I mean, I'm probably butchering that. So if someone can let us know in the comments how to pronounce it, that'd be nice, I reckon.
So let me know what you think about this, because he's got crazy defending. He's got great pace.
Yeah.
His dribbling's not awful.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a bottom tier card.
Yeah. Okay. So he's definitely not bottom tier. Obviously in this tier list we have 4 tiers, right? So he's not going to be bottom. He's not going to be pro, he's not going to be top. I'm going to put him in the middle. I mean, it's kind of tough because you look at his card, he's 6'4", which is great for a centre back. He has good pace, obviously good defending, good physical stats, and his agility and balance, I like to look at that stat for centre backs as well, is quite good as well. But, like I say, we're going to see him and compare him to some other centre backs in this team, and he's in the middle tier compared to them. We'll leave it at that.
Okay, cool, wonderful stuff. And moving on to Acuna, 92 rated left back.
Okay.
Good pace, good defending, good passing, good shooting, good dribbling, good physical, good everything.
I think, I guess last year, right, in FIFA 21, he had that card at the end of the year. What was it, like a 98, 99 rated card?
Crazy card.
Was it actually a centre mid card as well? I think they changed his position.
Yes.
And I get flashbacks because I look at this card, and although it says left back, he's a sort of card similar to, I guess, Alphonso Davies in the Bundesliga team this season. He has such well-rounded stats. You don't actually really want to play him at left back. So, for me, it's similar. I'll be playing this card as like a wide centre mid or a holding CDM as well, over probably a left back. It's a tough one. His card is crazy. I'm going to put him in top tier.
We've got our first top tier of the video.
Yeah, I don't think it's quite like pro tier. I think there's still probably better fullbacks and midfielders in the game than him. But in comparison to the rest of the Liga team, he is the only fullback in the team. So I guess, he doesn't really have much to compare to. But for the defenders, I'm going to say top tier. Because I think you can play him in midfield as well.
And moving on to, we've got Canales. The right mid, 93 rated. I feel like this is a similar situation, me personally, to like Munayin and De Thomas in terms of like, if you see this in your red picks compared to the
Yeah.
others, you're not going to be happy. You're not.
I mean, speak for yourself, Denman. I'm running a Road to Glory at the moment now. I mean, that's the thing. I have been playing on a Road to Glory as well. So the players like De Thomas, Muniain, Canales, look, they're not the ones that are first in mind. I do think Canales more than De Thomas and Muniain. He's kind of on another level, but I don't really want to put him in middle tier as such. Because if you look at him as well, Denman, he's got good defensive and physical stats. So he's also one of those, those right mid. He could play as like a centre midfield.
Or like a right wing back as well.
Yeah, exactly. Even like a defensive position as well. He is 4-star, 4-star. I'm going to put him in bottom tier. I wish I could put him in the middle of bottom and middle. But, you know, just for this team purposes, I'm going to put him in bottom as well. But like I said, I think he is a bit above De Thomas and Muniain.
He's a high bottom tier.
Yeah, I would say so. It's a bit harsh probably putting him there, but he's got to go somewhere, right?
Exactly. Right, so we're moving on to... I'm just going to get it straight out there. Kunde. This card looks beautiful, I'll be honest with you. This is one of the ones which I wanted my red picks, I'll be real.
Yep, so already I think Kunde, in comparison to Araujo, who we've already looked at, I think is a level above him, purely because of his pace. I'm going to put him in top tier.
Top tier. I
really
think
like
that's quite
using that
easy.
card.
Slam him in top tier. Forget about that. If you get him in your red picks, buzz in. Now on to Fekir, 93 rated as well. French as well, but he's a centre attacking midfielder. Pretty good stats, right?
I think if he had either 5-star weak foot or 5-star skills, I would put him in top tier. But the fact that he's 4-star, 4-star, in comparison to, like I said, some other players going to look at, I'll say middle tier for the La Liga midfielders.
Middle tier for Mr. Fekir.
Attackers, yeah. Midfielders, attackers.
There we go. And we've got a beautiful centre-back here with good shooting. Alaba, 94 rated, Real Madrid. Crazy card.
It's a crazy card, I agree. Personally, though, like, I'm going to look at it. If I had to compare him to Kunde, I would probably rather use Kunde at centre-back. Although this Alaba is so versatile as well. Alright, I'll put him on level playing field. I'll put him in top tier with Kunde. Because the other one we're going to look at, I think he's probably a bit above both of them.
Brilliant stuff. Now on to a keeper, because every team needs a goalkeeper. We've got Courtois, the big giant. What are we saying about him?
I mean, obviously, he's the only goalkeeper in the team, so we can't really compare him to anyone else. But I think he's one of those. You're not really going to be too happy getting him in your red picks, but at the end of the day, he's still a really good keeper. Probably one of the best in the game. I'll put him in top tier. I don't think he's going to be the first keeper on pros list to have in their team, so I'll just put him in top, not pro tier.
Brilliant stuff. And this could potentially be our first pro tier player. I'll let you decide.
Okay.
We've got Eder Militao, 95 rated centre-back. Crazy card.
For sure. The way I look at this card is like, if you give a pro player an unlocked team with no restrictions, he's definitely going to be in a few players' team. Maybe not everyone. It's, you know, everyone's personal preference. But he is definitely going to be in pro tier. His pace, defending, physical stats, unbelievable. And he also has good links as well when you're building hybrid teams. Definitely pro tier for me. And the first one to join it.
And he links with that Marcelo card as well with a 5-star skill.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The links are beautiful.
Perfect. And moving on to João Felix, the money man. The man who went for over 100 million. He's 95 rated this year. Team of the season. 5-star skills. What are we saying about him?
It's a tough one because I put Fekir in middle tier, didn't I? So I'm going to put João Felix in top tier. I'm not quite putting him in pro tier. I think he has a very good card. But in terms of the other cards in the game on pro tier, I wouldn't quite put him there. I think he's above Fekir, but below that pro tier, which maybe a couple of other attackers will fall under. Cool, still got that 5-star skills, but you know.
No, it's starting to get a bit juicy, I'll be honest with you. We're up to the expensive cards, the big cards, the high-rated cards. We're going to start off with Vinny Jr., 96 rated Real Madrid left winger. Crazy stats, crazy pace.
I don't need to say anything about his card. Everyone knows already. 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. His other cards in this game were absolutely insane, and you saw pros using those cards in their teams. So this one, 100% pro tier. Yeah, everyone's going to have him either in their starting 11 or on their bench as a super sub at pretty much any pro event, I think.
I'm just praying to get him in my red picks, to be honest. I need to upgrade my 85 rated Vinny.
It would be beautiful.
He can be the man to do it.
Absolutely beautiful. It's like, what, 5 mil coins at the moment? So if you get him red pick, you're laughing.
Crazy. And alongside that, we've got another youngster. Someone else is taking the La Liga by storm. It's Pedri, 96 rated as well, by the way, which there's a bit of arguments about between the Barcelona and Madrid fans.
I've been seeing that.
I've been seeing that, and it's a really good card.
Also, 5-star skills as well for Pedri, and I think his well-rounded card, his agility and balance on that card is like, for me, if you're using a narrow, left centre mid, right centre mid, absolutely perfect. He's got the high work rates as well. Or in a 4-3-2-1, which a lot of pros are using. Definitely pro tier for me. I think you'll definitely see him used in some capacity in people's teams, especially like I'm saying, when people are using this 4-3-2-1 formation. So yeah, the 5-star skills just sets him apart, and is definitely pro tier.
Brilliant stuff. And this next card I'm going to speak about is a card which I've seen a lot of people getting their red picks already. And also, I've actually seen pro players over on the EU side put him in their team ready for the upcoming FGS. So this is a proven card. I think we already know it's going in pro tier. It's Luka Modric.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at his stats, like, it's just crazy. 90 pace, 90 shooting, 98 passing, 97 dribbling, 86 defending, and 86 physical. Obviously, doesn't have the 5-star skills like Pedri, but also 4-star is good enough. If you look at his in-game stats, agility, balance, everything is in the greens pretty much. Definitely pro tier for me. And one, like you said, we've already seen being used quite a bit, and I think we will be seeing used more. He's someone as well, we look at past competitive FIFAs, he's always been used Team of the Year cards, Team of the Season, flashback cards, etc. Definitely pro tier.
Crazy cards. And the one to end it is a card which, when I last checked, was 3.8 million on the transfer market, which I couldn't quite get my head around, if I'm completely honest with you. But he has had a weak foot upgrade to 5-star weak foot, and that is Benzema. Big Kareem the Dream.
All right, this is where we're ending it, right? This is the last card, Denman.
Yes.
This, I don't know if this is controversial or not, but the 5-star weak foot upgrade for me doesn't push him into pro tier. I don't know if I'm going to get like slandered for this. I know a lot of people that join my chat and watch my stream love Benzema. They love this flashback card.
Yeah.
But if you compare him to the other cards in the game in his position, he's not on that pro tier. I'm sorry to say, his stats are crazy. But I don't think the 5-star weak foot bumps him off. If it was the 5-star skills, then that's a different, you know, debate entirely.
Yeah.
But I do love Benzema. He's crazy in real life. I wish he was a sort of player which EA just gave 5-star skills in FIFA, so then people could use him as one of the best in FIFA like he is in real life. But he's going to be top tier for me. I'm sorry to say it. If you had the skills,
Jamie,
it'd be pro tier.
We are going down on this ship together, my friend. I completely agree with you.
Okay, thank you very much.
The pro tier is there for the cards which we think the pros will use.
Yeah.
And sadly, Benzema is just not a card which the pros will use. Maybe in their weekend league, but not when it comes to the competitive side of FIFA. Yeah. But that is our tier list in a nutshell. Brought to you by FUTWIZ Jamie, which was absolutely amazing. Thank you for joining us today, mate. The start of many times on the channel. And if you guys did enjoy the video, hit a like, comment, subscribe, you know the vibe. And we'll see you on the next one.
Peace.